What's going on, guys? Bank Rubber Games here, more Elden Ring and the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Last episode when we left off, I decided to go along the Cerulean coast a little bit more after mopping up some items that I'd missed. And yeah, it was quite a cool episode. Ended up with a demi-human queen boss fight, which is pretty cool. And something that I forgot to do at the end of last episode, rather embarrassingly, is they did drop the Starline sword. And this actually causes blood loss build-up. And looks quite cool. And looks like it's got quite a cool Ash of War there as well. Very cool, very flashy. Doesn't use a lot of FP for that full combo as well. You have one input, another input, and then you have the third attack. And it says each does more damage than the last. Might mess around with that for... Actually, I'm going to go over to Round Table Hold and upgrade that because it looks really cool. And we've been using the curved swords for quite a while. So I'll get these upgraded. Yeah, AR isn't the highest, but it should be quite interesting. And I do wonder if the bleed, if you get that on the weapon art, in which case it might be quite powerful, although that didn't improve at all. But in between episodes, I did try and find a way up to this section here. If you go to the Church of Benediction and look down, there is another Wicker Man type enemy. I can't remember what they're called. The Furnace Golem, that's it, down there. But I couldn't find a way actually to get here, so I'm wondering if you have to maybe come along this way, back up along this area filled with water, and then jump across here. That's what I'm guessing. But I do think I might have found a way to get over to this island. And then we can see what's over there for us. Yeah, it was the messages. That made me think that this is the way. Either that is, and it's just a cave. I can always look up the way to the island. Another grave glove walk. Seems to be a good mix of upgrade materials in the DLC to help you upgrade new weapons that you find, and also max out some stuff that you are enjoying using. crabs here. That's potentially a good sign. That's not a good sign. See if I can take this guy on. So it seems you might actually get bleed on the weapon art as well. The one-handed moveset's a little bit slow for the reach and damage of the weapon. So yeah, this is definitely that island. Avoid the crabs. Looks like another reusable item. Doesn't have the most amount of FP cost, comes out quite quick. Not sure how useful that is. Might mess around with it at some point. Maybe if we come across some of those sort of yeah, the finger hand enemies that were at not carrying mana, but you know, the guys that are weak to fire, the creepy spider hand dudes. I can't remember what they're called. Doesn't actually seem to be that much here. Keep seeing guys wearing, using that weapon, a big, massive sword. So I'm going to have to see if I can find that at some point. That weapon art seems to go on for a long time. It's like the dancer in Dark Souls 3. Looks like you're out of heals. That weapon art seemed quite easy to avoid. But I imagine if you get caught in it, it's very dangerous. Quite a funny boss there. Surprisingly easy, based on the difficulty of the DLC so far. But we did get their weapon there, so we'll see about taking, having a look at that weapon art along with their armour. Enhances the power of dancing attacks. Apparently you can hold this down and just keeps going. Wonder what the stamina cost on something like that would be. That's another twin sword set. Very flowy in the heavy attacks here. And looks like you get an extra hit on the heavy attacks. Very cool. Might mess around with those at some point. Let's see if there's anything else on this island. Wonder how some magic like the Stone of Garank would have worked against that enemy in comparison to the other boss that was in a little crypt like that. It didn't seem to have much poise. Doesn't look like there's anything else on this island though. Still got a couple of dungeons to explore. So we've got the Dragon Pit and the Fog Rift Catacombs. I want to see if maybe the Dragon Pit spits us out here, so maybe we can get a Sight of Grace to sort of start on our next section of exploring, or even find a way down to here maybe, just in case, you know, it isn't coming across and then over, like I think. So I think we might actually head over to the Dragon Pit. Looks like there's some skeleton type enemies here. Might see how our holy stretch sword does with Sacred Blade. These guys do hit quite hard. Do also resurrect. I know we do have other weapons that do holy damage, but Sacred Blade is just so strong at getting rid of these sort of skeletal enemies. Even just the holy damage is really good. Big area. Let's see if the other way has anything for us. Looks like this might actually be quite a big area. Hope we have time to do it in this episode. Didn't realise how little health we had there. It's quite scary. Loads of branching paths as well. That doesn't sound good. Guys. Wasn't very fair. Let's take this guy on again. So got another ancient dragon smithing stone. Nice max level upgrade material there. Do need to upgrade the cold twin blade. It's just such a useful ash of war. Does a lot of poise damage. looks really cool too. Be brave, show no fear. That doesn't sound too good. Okay. Oh, it's Ancient Dragon Man. Let's see if we can... His weapon hits so hard. Thought I was a goner then. Dragon Hunter's great katana there, and our spirit summon seems to use the weapon art a lot more there, which is good. Quite high stats there, but not a very heavy weapon. Looks quite cool. Kind of reminds me of one of the weapons out of an old game, Onimusha, or Onimusha. This sort of electric sword. Very underrated series of games in my opinion. Might actually see if we can level up at all. But it did say this weapon had anti-dragon effects. And there's a dragon, or two dragons maybe. think that's a dead dragon there. Yeah, I think those two on the side, dead dragons. But that one's definitely alive. So seeing as we've just got a weapon that is good against dragons, may as well upgrade it. Test it out. I think the bolted Grandsax is good against dragons as well. So if we don't get on well with this weapon, we can always give that a go. Just want to show everything off that the DLC has to offer. Of course, it's a somber weapon. AR on it's pretty high. Not bad. Got long reach as well. Interesting moveset. But yeah, that does seem... Going through the dragon pit does seem to be the way to go. Get down to this area. Seeing as we've just entered a new area after completing a dungeon and looking at how long this episode has been, I think I'm going to wrap this episode up here, and then next episode maybe make our way through this area and maybe see if there's any interesting items for us to pick up, like the Cerulean Coast had for us. But obviously there is that other area of the Cerulean Coast that we need to explore as well at some point. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and been enjoying the series so far. If you have been enjoying the series, please like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on anything. Thanks again for watching. Always appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.